Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stinchfield. We have more evidence tonight, more proof of the absolute conspiracy engaged by Obama and all of his cronies to frame President Trump, and at the beginning to steal the 2016 election, then in the middle to overthrow President Trump while he's president of the United States. Then, of course, the conspiracy that continued to try to steal the 2020 election, and then ultimately to where we are today, and I believe the conspiracy still continues. It turns out that the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, has released more emails now, these very damning, between Clapper, the head of the CIA, and another high-ranking official at the National Security Agency, talking about this scheme, everyone working together to comply with Obama's order. Remember this order that Obama said, go manufacture the evidence, come back with an alternative report. Well, Clapper says this process needs to be a team sport, and he laid it out in the emails. Quote from the Clapper email to Michael Rogers. A, please. This is what it reads. To be clear, I am not saying that we disagree substantively, but do want to make sure that when we are asked in the future whether we can absolutely stand behind the paper, that we don't have any reason to hesitate because of the process. That's from Michael Rogers to Clapper. Michael Rogers, a National Security Agency higher-up. Then we go to the Clapper email to the intel community. All right, it is essential that we, it says, CIA, NSA, FBI, ODNI, Office of the Director of National Intelligence, be on the same page and are all supportive of the report in the highest tradition of, quote, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. This, folks, is more proof that they did everything they could to not only subvert the 2016 election, but ultimately try to frame President Trump so he could be overthrown from office in what amounts to a coup. They wanted to frame him.
So again, the deep state, it is deep. It is populated by partisans. They are not Republicans. They are not conservatives. They do not support Donald Trump. So, I mean, we're getting this information, we're clawing it out of them. They're giving up, kicking and screaming.
Well, the deep state, as we have all learned, is most certainly very, very real. And I would agree. They are still in place, many of them. But this time different than last. President Trump has the right people in the right place. And I know and I get that it feels like it's been taking too long to get to this point. But that is okay, because we are at a point where it feels like right now we are in the midst of the season of exposure. Every day we get a new email drop that the mainstream media refuses to cover, but we cover right here on RAV. Here's